everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. In today's matchup, we should have a fun one on our hands. It's the Giants coming in at 7-2, going up against the Panthers, who come in at 4-5.
Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the New York Giants. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Getting into the act on the opening drive here with a sack. And remember, they had 5 last week.
And they saw that on film, and that meant that they had to get together. Offensive coordinator, quarterbacks coach, offensive line coach, receivers coach, and say, how do we beat this pressure? Because everyone has to win against the defense and get the ball in the hands of the quarterback very quickly.
Here's Christian McCaffrey. His pops was a Giant for 3 years. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. Now Hundley. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody has that ability?
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers take it right down and score on the opening drive. Building confidence after a loss, that's a good way to do it. The loss last game, but first drive here in this one, cashing it in for 6.
Hey, they can talk all they want about putting the loss behind them. I think that drive there did more than any conversation they had, don't you think?
That's exactly right. Puts that to bed, and this is what they said all week long. A lot of things they needed to do differently, but whatever they said appears to have worked. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front, creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility.
And Miller with it over the middle. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Prescott from the gun. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Luke Kuechly combines speed, intelligence, toughness, puts it all together. It makes plays like one we just saw there. He may not be a big-time blitzer, but, boy, he knows how to pursue straight ahead and make plays in the run game.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing, Hundley. Open man right side is Ingram. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Back deep, the dangerous Tyler Lockett. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Returnable for Lockett. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Now out come the Giants. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
2nd down, Prescott. Goes underneath for Bell. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. And now a 1st down following that long gain. They'll give this to Bell running right. Fights through and now a crease. Touchdown, Giants. Le'Veon Bell with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. They'll set up a throw. And Ingram holds it in. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Luke Kuechly in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
The Panthers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw. He finds his man, Baldwin. A big third down conversion with a gain of 28.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola, and then, of course, to Stanford, and, boy, he's been good. A give to the fullback on the dive. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
With my good friend Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Panthers in possession of the football as we begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 6 to start things out. And a give this time to the tailback. And a nice pick up there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3 and not giving up 6.
So on 4th down, Ron Rivera sends out the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back at the 22-yard line. New York set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They find some open field here. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Prescott on first down. Completion left side to Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Now a first down carry by Bell. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
Well, not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. Prescott now on second down. It's complete to Chris Conley. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On second down, it's Bell. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Le'Veon Bell with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Giants have taken the lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. He'll look to throw. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. How did he stay on his feet? And he is down deep into Giant territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 66 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the...
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. Tyler Lockett now with a return. Gets around him. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard. And New York set to take the field. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
A second down throw for Prescott. Miller on the catch over the middle. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We're back to East Rutherford. But first, this timeout. A reminder with halftime approaching, when we get there, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Larry Ridley will have first half highlights and analysis.
And I hope he's iced down his throat because he's got a lot to get through because we've had no shortage of points scored in the first half.
It has been a fun track meet. Prescott now. This is Bell on the dump off. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
A first down throw for Prescott. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. On first and 10, Prescott. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll make it a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll throw again. Prescott throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
In motion goes the tight end. They'll run again now with Darkwan. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Prescott urging his guys to go quickly. They need to get up and set. On the run, Darkwan. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
How many times do we hear from coaches getting north and south as a runner, especially in short yardage situations? I'd say 3rd and 1 counts. That didn't happen there.
Instead, they went backwards. And Rosas puts this one through. Our first update now comes from Atlanta. And an impressive display by the Eagles. They continue to pour it on, scoring again. Jay Ajayi, a first-half touchdown. On the return, the All-Pro 2 years ago, Tyler Lockett. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. And we put our focus now on Le'Veon Bell, responsible for well over 100 yards of total offense, but still hasn't found the end zone. You think that's in the back of his mind going into this drive?
It's always in the back of the mind of the players having that type of a day, because you want that gratification for your work, right? You want that stamp on top of everything. But bottom line for him, he's doing great work. Sometimes it just opens it up for other people to actually get into the end zone for him.
The runners, you know, would they rather have 60 yards, 3 touchdowns, or 150, no touchdowns?
I think more than likely 150 and no touchdowns. But all the runners that I know would say, I'll take 150 and 3 touchdowns. They're greedy that way.
Caught here by Bell. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And they're going to face a 3rd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
The catch made by Miller. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. First down, Prescott. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Carlos Dunlap in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. And give him 9 yards on the second down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on third down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed him for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
Now it's Lockett. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Throwing, Prescott. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
They'll try the right side with Bell. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
7 yards to go on 2nd down. Prescott from the gun. And Miller with it over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Here's Prescott. And he's got Lockett. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott goes underneath for Bell. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
A give to Bell. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the 1st half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. And the kick by Rosas is good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. So the drive here ends with a field goal, and that does give them the lead, but this one is still a long ways from over.
And you love to be able to look up at the scoreboard and see that you're out in front. But then you take one look across the field and see that offense is raring to come back out, and you think, I don't know that field goals are going to be enough to get us home.
And onto the field, here come the Panthers. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Throwing, Hundley. Over the middle, he's got his tight end, Ingram. The 30, 10, 5, and he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 77 yards. Now Hundley. As he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. 2nd and goal. Defense digging in again here. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers have taken the lead here in the 4th. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And Le'Veon Bell making his way back out onto the field now. He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has. 3 yards remaining here on 2nd down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Here's a give to Bell running left. Bell so light on his feet. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up first down after first down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human first down machine? I think that fits.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Prescott looks to throw on first. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Miller. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
2nd down, Prescott. finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Prescott on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now Bell hit. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Shift together here from the D-line. And he'll give it here to his running back. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
Here we go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. Walters to return it. A great return there of 22 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Dak Prescott and the offense heading back onto the field. This is something we've seen many times over the course of his career. Can he pull off another 4th quarter comeback?
And it's very strange, isn't it? Because when it's a player of this magnitude, even though the guys on defense have the lead and are sitting in the best spot, they're maybe the most nervous people in the stadium because they've seen this happen to too many people before, too many teams. They've got to find a way to shut him down.
Here we go again for the grizzled vet.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise, this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And the wideout in motion. He's back to throw. He's got the hook up to Miller. And he's brought down. And he motions the wide receiver. Back to throw. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down.
Foul, face mask, defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
After the penalty, it's Bell. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. They'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Inside of a minute to go now. 2 timeouts left. Still in pretty good shape.
I think they're in excellent shape here if they use the timeouts judiciously and use the sideline as an additional timeout.
And this one's incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And it's second down. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Back to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
They come out here in the eye. Here's Darquan. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Elsewhere, fourth quarter score now for Baltimore. And it was the Chiefs who emerged victorious. Matt Barkley, good game throwing the ball over 300 passing yards. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there in the